Hey guys, Jeremiah with Steps Pressure Washing and More. I want to talk to you today about 3 things you need to be doing during the summer slump. All right, so spring is officially over. We have had 2 weeks of summer and man, is it getting hot. I think today our heat index is about 110 here in Raleigh and I'm already feeling it. It's 8:30 in the morning and it's 85 degrees out. So definitely number one is going to be rest. This is definitely a time of year you want to start taking it a little bit easier than what you did during the springtime. We had a little bit of cooler temperatures. Unfortunately, it was a little hotter this year, but that's what it was. But you could do 2, 3, 4 jobs in a day and be okay. You know, the temperature's a little lower, the humidity a little bit lower. You were able to get out there, get it done, make good money. Right now, I'm not going to be working all day. I've got one job on the schedule for today. I'm going to go out, get it done, come back home, get in the pool, get cleaned up, take a rest. I worked hard during the spring. I'm going to work hard during the summer, but I'm going to try and pace myself so that I'm not out there getting a heat stroke or really just breaking down my body being out in the heat all day long. Plus, the work's really not there. Back in the springtime, I wasn't even advertising. I stopped advertising in March, carried me all the way through the end of June, and now I'm doing a little bit of advertising, but really just enough to get a job or two on the schedule every day, just so that I have some income to get us through the summer until we can get into the fall when we get busy again. So take a chance. If you saved up enough money during the spring to carry you through the next couple months, good job for you. But for those of us who are still getting our client list built, I've got to do a little bit of work, but it's nothing like I was doing back in the spring. So take a little bit of a chance, let your body rest, let your mind rest, and get refocused for the fall. Number 2, I would highly, highly recommend looking into expanding your services. So expanding your services can mean many different things for you guys, but my one caution would be don't try and do 10 things. Do 2 or 3 things, do those 2 to 3 things very well. So for me, when I first started out, I was just doing pressure washing, and when the summertime hit, it hit really hard. And by that, I mean, we had, I think, one job our first July, and that was terrible. That was horrible. So I did not understand, one, how to market, which was one reason why we only had the one job. And 2, there are a lot of synergistic services that go along with pressure washing and the equipment you already have. So a few of those, for me personally, I do gutter cleaning. Gutter cleaning is my number 2. So pressure washing number 1, gutter cleaning number 2. A lot of my pressure washing customers will have me come out and clean their gutters. A lot of my gutter cleaning customers will have me come out and pressure wash their house. Some are separate. Some have their own gutter cleaning company. Some of them have their own pressure washing company. But having the ladders, the truck, the trailer, everything really together was a huge factor when I added on the gutter cleaning. I'm going to put a link to a video right up here, which is all the equipment I use for gutter cleaning, and it's about $700 last time I checked on all the prices for it. So if you have a little bit of money left over from the spring for equipment replacement or expanding your business, you might look into adding that $700 worth of equipment so that you can go out and do some gutter cleaning and start really, really impacting your client list, because you can be bringing clients for both services in and hopefully selling them on the counter service. A few other services that I see a lot of guys adding on are dryer vent cleaning. You can do hydro jetting, which is where you clean out pipes, in-ground drainage lines. A lot of those landscaping pipes will get clogged up if they don't have gutter guards or some sort of way of keeping the debris out of the gutter downspout, and your pressure washer will actually be able to be used for cleaning those out as well. Lawn service is a huge one right now. A lot of people are getting to the point where they don't feel comfortable being out in the heat mowing their lawn, so they may be looking to hire someone outside. If you already have a trailer that has a little bit of room on it, you might be able to get some lawnmowers on there, maybe a couple string trimmers, and get out there and start making some money during the slow season as well. But the key factor is finding an additional service that there is a demand for in your area. If you've been doing this for a year or 2, you kind of already know what those additional services are because your customers have already asked you, do you also do this? And you say no. And then they say, do you also do that? And you say no. So eventually you might want to add on an additional service if you need to gain some more clients, which I'm always trying to gain more clients. And I would say that generally these are low cost to get into. And as long as they are funneling leads back in for your core business, it's a great idea to get out there and get started on. Number 3. So this one's actually something I'm refocusing on this year, and that is upgrading equipment. And one of the biggest things, and unfortunately it is a big thing in our industry, is we have a lot of guys out there who get started in the spring and everything is fine and dandy until July comes. And July hits and it's 110 degrees outside, and they are thinking that they can still go full speed like they did all the way through spring, and then the phone stops ringing. And then they stop wanting to do it because it's too hot outside and the money's not there. And a lot of people will change their attitude towards the industry after getting into it in the spring as soon as summertime hits. So you're going to be seeing a lot of used equipment coming up in the next month or so of people who are just giving up. And they, may have taken out a loan that they can't afford, and they may have taken too much too fast and tried to go full time in their first couple months. And then when it slowed down, they didn't have money. And unfortunately, that happens a lot in the industry. I think anybody who's been in the industry for a few years will see a lot of companies pop up in the spring, and a lot of those companies disappear by fall, just because the year-round business isn't there like some other industries. And a lot of people change their mind because they don't want to work outside when it's hot, and they don't want to work outside when it's cold. So it definitely takes a certain type of person to do this, and it is a factor. You could pick up some cheaper equipment during the off season from people who are just trying to sell their rig, get rid of it, and move on. So if you're still running a 2.5 or a 3 gallon per minute machine, right now might be your big moment, because in the next couple of months there may be a 4, 5, or 8 gallon per minute pressure washer on Facebook Marketplace, and they may be doing it at a good deal with low hours. So definitely those 3 things I would say focus on right now, but definitely make sure you take some time for rest. Make sure you are adding on any additional services that you think your clients could use that you can do with a lot of the equipment you already have. And 3, focus on upgrading equipment. Right now, I am really focusing on what my next step is going to be. And I think my next step is going to be a larger trailer with a larger tank and an 8 gallon per minute pressure washer. So I think over the next 6 months, that's going to be a focus of mine, is making that a reality. But we will see, and we will see how hard this summer slump is and how much I'm able to add into our equipment replacement fund between now and next spring. All right, well, that's all I've got for you guys today. If you found this video helpful or entertaining at all, just please click that like and subscribe, and y'all be safe out there. And before I leave, I do want to add one more item. If you are out there working in the heat right now, please stay hydrated. Please take shade breaks, and please listen to your body. When I brought on along a couple guys this month, I have actually made sure to say those things very, very insistently. If you're going to work with me, you need to take shade breaks, you need to take water breaks, and you need to listen to your body. If it's time to quit, quit. You can always come back another day and finish the job, but if you are getting overheated, you need to stop and go and cool off. I work outside a lot. I've gotten a lot more accustomed to the heat than most people. And if you are only doing this part-time and you're only out there a few days a month, I got overheated this spring when it was about 82 degrees outside because my body wasn't used to that heat. So right now, if you are used to working in the air conditioning, please take a shade break, and please make sure you are staying hydrated. Carry a cooler with ice water and Gatorades. And if you run out, go ahead and pack up for the day. Go get some more and come back. Do whatever you need to do to make it happen. Like for me right now, I am really just doing that 1 to 2 jobs in the morning. Then when it gets really hot in the afternoon, I'm already home. I'm cooling off. I've got to take my time, pace myself. And that's another reason why, you got to price correctly so that you can survive the lean times.